Hello and welcome to the English We Speak, where we explain phrases used by fluent English speakers so that you can use them too. I'm Feifei and I'm here with Beth.
Hi everyone, and hi Feifei, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. In this program, we're actually going to learn a word that I heard you say when you were talking about food. It was top-notch.
Yes, top notch. So, earlier I was talking about going to my brother's house where I had some amazing plant-based food. I couldn't believe how tasty it was with no meat or dairy. It was top notch.
Oh, sounds lovely. I'd love to try it. So, top-notch is an adjective that means something is of very high standard or high quality. And we can use it for people too. I actually had some top-notch food recently too.
Ooh, what did you have?
Well, I went to an independent cafe around the corner from my house and they make the best carrot cake. It was top-notch, so delicious.
Sounds really good.
Beth, can we use top-notch for things other than food?
Yes, we can. So, for example, I went to the theatre recently. I saw a show in the West End and it was top-notch. The singing was phenomenal. The dancing was amazing. Yeah, it was really good.
So it was top-notch.
It was. Now, here are some more examples of the adjective top-notch.
My friend wrote a book and asked me to read it. I thought it was going to be really bad, but actually it was top-notch. I really enjoyed it.
I went to a conference last week and all of the presentations were absolutely top-notch. I've just got back from holiday. I was expecting the hotel to be pretty bad, but it was actually top-notch.
We can use top-notch to talk about business-related things too. For example, you might be hiring someone for a job and you see a top-notch CV that makes you want to give that person an interview.
Yes, in this case, you could also say, I saw a CV that is top-notch. So top-notch is an adjective and it can be put before or after a noun.
So, to recap, we've learnt the adjective top-notch, which means very high quality.
And yes, that's all from us, and we'll be back next week. See you next time.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak. With me, Feifei.
And me, Rob. How are you, Feifei?
Oh, very good, Rob. Thank you for asking. And how are you?
Very happy, Feifei. Haven't you heard? We've been given the day off tomorrow.
Oh, nobody told me. Well, that's good news. Happy days.
No, just one day, Feifei. One happy day.
I know, it's just an expression. When we say happy days, we're responding to some information that is good to hear. In short, it can mean good times. So I'm saying it's great news about the extra day off, although I still don't know why I haven't heard about it.
Well, don't worry about it, but I can say happy days because the weather's going to be great tomorrow, so I'm off to the beach.
OK, Rob, enjoy. Let's hear some other examples of happy days.
Have you heard? Everyone in the team is getting a bonus.
Happy days.
Happy days. The school holidays are here.
We've saved enough money to go on holiday.
Happy days.
You're listening to the English We Speak from BBC Learning English, and we're hearing about the expression happy days, which we use informally to respond to good or happy news. And happy days, we have a day off tomorrow.
Yep, and I'm off to the beach.
But Rob, are you sure we have a day off tomorrow?
Yeah, it says so in this email. Look.
Oh, you've got the wrong date. It's not tomorrow, it's next month.
Oh.
Looks like we'll have to come to work tomorrow after all. But look on the bright side, you'll have a whole day working with me.
Oh, happy days.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the English We Speak with you, Neil.
And you, Jiaying. And for today's English phrase, we're off to the theatre, but not literally.
The show must go on. All the world's a stage. These are well-known theatre-related phrases.
They are, but this phrase is completely new and describes the act of someone appearing to work hard when in reality they're not being very productive. We call this productivity theatre.
Okay, so normally productivity relates to the rate at which goods are made or work is completed. But theatre implies the activity is just an act. It's pretend.
Correct. Theatre, used as an adjective, can describe someone's exaggerated or insincere behaviour. We can call this theatrical. So, in the workplace, someone may try to look busy by speaking loudly or shuffling lots of paper, but it's an act. They are performing productivity theatre.
So, we shouldn't be fooled. Looking busy doesn't mean you are busy. I think we should hear more about this in these examples.
She says she hasn't time to write the report, but I know it's just productivity theatre. Typing loudly at work isn't really being efficient. It's just productivity theatre. She always claims she has to work late, but I know she slinks off when everyone's gone home. It's productivity theatre.
In this The English We Speak program, we're hearing about the new phrase productivity theatre, which describes the act of workers giving the impression of working hard, when in reality they aren't. It's all an act. Something you would never do, Neil.
Oh, of course. But I have heard about people who work from home and while watching TV they occasionally send an email so it appears that they're working. A great example of productivity theatre.
I know people who say they're very busy, and I see them on their computer doing online shopping.
Productivity theatre?
Yes, indeed.
You know, I might give productivity theatre a try, Jiaying.
Not before you've finished all your work.
Okay, more productivity and less theatre for now. See you next time.
Bye.
Welcome to the English We Speak with me, Neil.
And me, Jiaying.
We're explaining drip feed. It can be used to describe giving something in small amounts, little by little, rather than all at once.
Drip feed. I know about this in a medical context. It's a way of feeding liquid medicine along a tube into someone's body, a drop at a time. The equipment is called a drip, and the action of doing this is to drip feed.
Very good, that's right. Drip feed is the action of doing this, so it's a verb. But we can drip feed in a wider context too. If we give information about something, just one fact at a time, we can say we are drip feeding the information.
Ah, yes, film companies sometimes do this. They drip feed clips of a new film to get everyone interested and excited about the launch of a new movie.
They do. It's a constant feed of information, but in small amounts. But don't worry, I won't drip feed you these examples. You can have them all at once.
We need to drip feed money into our savings account so we can minimise the risks of the stock market. The singer drip fed some of her best songs onto her website to create a buzz about her forthcoming new album. Our boss was drip feeding us details of the new project, so we weren't overloaded with information all at once.
In this The English We Speak, we're looking at drip feed. It describes the constant feed of information, but in small amounts.
So, talking of the movies, I went to see that new action film last night.
Was it good?
Oh yes, very.
Because?
Because of the main actor.
And what was special about him? Actually, don't bother drip feeding me the information, Neil. I'll go and see it myself.
As it was so good, I might join you and watch it again. Then I can drip feed you popcorn at the same time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak. I'm Feifei.
And hello, I'm Rob.
You're looking pleased with yourself, Rob.
Oh, I am. I've finished all of my work.
Really? All of it?
Yes, scripts written, programmes recorded and edited, meetings cancelled. I think I deserve a cup of coffee. Or maybe something stronger.
But it's only Wednesday and you've done all of your work. So what does that mean?
It means it's all downhill to the weekend.
Or downhill? Oh, I get it. When you're going downhill on a bike, for example, it's easy. So when things are about to get easier after a difficult or challenging time, we can describe the situation as being all downhill.
Spot on, Feifei. Once we've heard some examples, it's going to be all downhill until pub time.
Yeah, our building plans have been approved. It's all downhill from here on.
Once I've completed this final assignment, it'll be all downhill until I get my qualification.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. And I'm with Rob, who's done all of his work and says it's going to be all downhill until the weekend. That is, things are going to be easy. But Rob, I have a question.
Oh, yes.
The phrase to be all downhill isn't always used in a positive situation. Sometimes it is used to describe situations that get worse, such as...
The film's opening scene was amazing, but it was all downhill after that. There was no story, and the acting was appalling.
Feifei, are you absolutely sure about this?
Yes, it's true. And your week is definitely going to be all downhill.
In a bad way, I suppose.
Yep. Neil's just gone off sick, and you've got to do all his work now.
Crikey. The script of this programme has suddenly gone downhill.
You had better save that drink for later. See ya.
Bye.
Welcome to the English We Speak. I'm Beth.
And I'm Feifei.
We have an expression for a behaviour or habit someone has that you find strange or unusual, but doesn't put you off or make you not like the person. The expression is beige flag.
Now, beige is a pale yellow or grey colour. But beige flag? Beth, can you tell us a bit more?
Well, a beige flag is neutral. It's different to a red flag, which generally means danger, and a green flag, which is a positive thing, in the speaker's opinion. Now, I recently went on a date with a guy, and when he left, he said, "See you later, alligator." And I found that a bit of a beige flag.
Yeah, isn't that something kids say? It doesn't make you not want to see him again, but I understand why you found it a bit weird.
Also, he said he doesn't like any vegetables. It's not an immediate concern, but it does make me pause and question how healthy he is.
I know exactly what you mean. It's not something that makes you think he's a bad or dangerous person, but it's not really something you like about him.
Indeed, they are beige flags. Okay, let's hear some more examples.
Ironing bedsheets is a beige flag for me. Why do it when you're just going to sleep in them?
I really like him, but he wants me to start going to the gym with him. That's a beige flag, right?
Martin always drinks cold coffee, even in the winter. It's a beige flag.
You're listening to the English We Speak from BBC Learning English, and we're learning the expression beige flag, which is a way of describing a habit you find strange but doesn't put you off a person completely.
Now, beige flags are very common in dating, but you can also use it to describe a colleague, for example.
Yes, you sing to yourself all day in the office. It's a bit annoying.
Oh, sorry. I suppose that is a bit of a beige flag. Well, I'm going on another date tonight, so I'll try not to sing when I'm with him.
Good luck. Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak. I'm Jiaying, but there's no Neil. I'm waiting for him to arrive.
Sorry I'm late. I've had a bit of a disaster.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've been doing some DIY.
DIY. That means do it yourself. You've been doing your own building and repair work. That sounds dangerous.
Not really. All I was doing was putting up some bookshelves. But I put one of the nails through a water pipe, and water started spraying everywhere.
Disaster. It sounds like a botch job.
Oh, is that bad?
Very bad. A botch job is a job or task that's done badly or without much care. You can also make a botch of something. It looks like you'll need to call in a plumber, but let's hear some examples first.
Oh no! You've made a botched job of the decorating. We'll have to start again. My girlfriend made a botched job of the cake. She used the wrong ingredients and then baked it too long. I guess it's the thought that counts. Our builder came highly recommended, but when the ceiling fell in, I knew he'd done a botched job.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. We're learning about the phrase a botched job, which describes a task that's done badly or carelessly. It's what Neil has done putting up some bookshelves. So, Neil, did you call a plumber?
No, far too expensive. I just put some sticky tape over the hole.
Oh no, you've botched it again. Why did you try to do this DIY job in the first place?
To save money, of course.
Oh dear, I think your botched job will become an expensive job. Anyway, here's a book to put on your new bookshelf.
Oh, thanks. What is it?
Your Guide to Better DIY.
Quick, where's the section on plumbing?
Haha, bye Neil.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to the English we speak. I'm Jiaying.
And hello, I'm Neil. So, what English phrase shall we talk about today?
Well, Neil, earlier you said, quote, leave it with me. I'll sort out a phrase, unquote.
Did I? I don't remember saying that.
Well, Neil, don't worry, because I've already got one. Quote, unquote. Quote means to repeat the words that someone else has said or written.
Yes, and we use quotation marks before and after what someone has said when it's written down. So when you say, quote, unquote, it's like you are quoting what I said. You can use the phrase before you quote someone or around what they are saying.
Exactly, Neil. When we say quote unquote, we're repeating what someone has said, sometimes because we don't like or agree with it. I knew you wouldn't find a phrase for us, even though you said you would. That's why I'm quoting exactly what you said.
Well, don't quote me, but I'm sure I said, I'm too busy, I'll leave it to you.
Well, we have our phrase now, so let's hear some examples of it being used.
She told me, quote, unquote, they're just good friends, but they look more than that to me. You told me, quote, this car will last you a lifetime, unquote, but after a few months, it's already broken down. The company said, quote, staff will get a pay rise in August, unquote, but it's September and we're still waiting.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. We're talking about the phrase quote unquote, which people say when they're repeating something someone has said, often when they don't agree with it. So, have you got it, Neil?
So you're saying, quote, I didn't do what I said I'd do, unquote.
Exactly. But that's a great use of the phrase.
Oh, thank you very much. To quote a famous writer, using a phrase is better than finding one.
Oh, which famous writer said that?
Me! I just wanted to get the word quote in the script one more time.
Well done, Neil. It's time to go. Bye.